If you guys perform well today, potentially I will teach you guys next week. So.
可以啊，老师。
No, come back, sit here. All right, good afternoon, guys. To be honest, I don't know any of you. I don't know any of your guys' name or something, but I presume you guys know me, right? You've seen my faces before during the student assembly or any big events in the school. Anyway, if you don't know, that's fine. So my name's Steven Zhao, and you can call me Steven or Mr. Zhao anyway, whatever you like. So your teacher Ringo and Zoe, they are not here this week. As you may know, lockdown. So, but you will see her next week anyway. And so I'm going to teach you some basic photography skills and knowledge about taking photos and videos and some theories. Before the lesson, can I know how many of you know some basic thing about taking photos? Not using your phone, all right? Using the camera. You? No? Good. And so the rest of you don't know how to anything about taking photos or any theories? Don't just speak freely. You don't need to. No? Right. That's fine. So you see all those photos is what I use this one to take in the school campus. These two, I will take photos at the orientation day, if you remember. Because I use a wide-angle lens. Wide-angle lens. And I don't really want to waste too much time on the theory thing, because we have a basketball competition happening right now. So after the lesson, we may go outside and have some live teaching you how to use the camera, something like that. You get what I mean? I can bring you downstairs and then we can take photos. All right, let's start. Right, 6th thing you need to know before taking a good photo. So know your camera. You need to know the capability of your camera first before buying one. For example, you need to check the Wikipedia about the different specifications. And second, when if you want to take a clear shot of a photo, you need to hold them still, not like this one. Yeah, exactly. And 2-second roll. 2-second roll means, yeah. But the gimbal is for the video. You see what I mean? For the video, not for the photography. I use a stabilizer as well, but mainly for the video, not for the one-take shot for the photo. Second one is this 2-second roll. 2-second roll means before and after taking photos, you don't like switch on and take photos and then move. You need to hold it for at least 2 seconds. In that case, you will have plenty of time to take some clear shots. And take few more. So sometimes when you are after 1 day's shot, you feel like when you're checking your SD card, you realize, wow, I missed some terrific point. Like I didn't catch that highlight. So that means you don't need to care about the shutter, how many storage you have left. You just take more as long as you want. But nowadays we all have enough storage in SD cards. And tell story. Tell story is not actually what we are going to talk about. It is something, if you want to create the atmosphere, if you want to let people remember something or make the photos more meaningful, then you need to consider that. And the mood also, because it is the photography 101, so yeah. But just remember 6 things when you are taking photos. Next is a bit more specific, so it's called SEAL. That's what we are going to discover today. Yeah, I can say in English first and then explain to you. Apart from this guy, anyone else don't understand what I'm talking about? Ladies, can you get the rough idea, the general idea? All right? Boys, should be good, should be fine. So it's called cell principle. First one is composition. Composition in Chinese means the 结构, means the arrangement of different objects in the photos. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And exposure is the 曝光. Exposure means how much the light inside the sensor. Yeah. I don't think it's pretty much. And the third one is the lens. 镜头. 镜头 you guys know, right? Lens. This one is the lens. This is the body, and this is the lens. And the last one is the light. Actually, for me, light is the most important when taking photos inside this school because you see it's pretty dark outside. Even in the daytime, we don't really have enough daylight. So you see there's a giant flashlight here. That will create enough artificial light. For example, when I'm taking photos like this, yeah, you will see the light. So this is the 闪光灯, right? Yeah, but it's not powerful enough to light the whole environment. Yeah? We will talk about that later. That's a good question. It's a really good one. Because for some beginners, they were confused. I can adjust different parameters, but why do I still need to add flash? But the thing is, if you want to make people look more bright, see, not that dark, then the flashlight will be required. All right, let's talk about the first one, composition, 构图. These are the photos I took during the first day of this semester. You see, this is Marion and Kate. They are quite satisfied with those photos because if the photo is not good enough, that means you are not close enough. So these two photos are wide shot, but for this one, I moved quite close to the body. Yeah. And yeah, a good photography is the subject contact and nothing else. Yeah, and the second one, this is called rule of thirds. I don't really know how to 三分之一. It's like 三分之一, or you see people here is not in the middle. They put in this part, and this is we put the apple inside the not. You see there's a like reflection, 倒影. That's kind of view. But for me, when I'm working inside the school, I don't really take this kind of photos. For me, it's like more like portrait shot, 人物像, portrait shot. And the second part, third principle is using frames, like lines, to make it more horizontal, vertical. Look, so when I take this photo here, I use this one as a reference. And these three together, same as the flags here. You see, when I'm taking photos, this line and this line here is parallel. That means it's not chaos. 所以就不会那么混乱. So these two photos can be used on the school website for the marketing purpose. And last principle will be dramatic perspective. Sometimes you can using different angles. For this one, you put very close to the mouse. But nowadays, even the iPhone, they can take some wide angle shots. So this is more like wide angle shot, but you put very close to the mouse. Oh, not those two, not these two.
你觉得可能吗？
So create impact by photographing your subject from unexpected angles. Although it is using the word unexpected angles, but the one on the left is not that unexpected. It's just placing the camera facing up. So it's alright, but it's a bit unexpected. And now let's move to the exposure. These three, they are quite important when taking photos. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Every time when you use the camera here, if you see the wheel here, I will show you guys one by one. You see this S, A, and if you know, then you can replace me, alright? This is S, aperture, and program auto. You see here? Now have a look on the wheel. There's different settings here. I assume you know that already or something? Did you use different models? Great. Yeah, we can see the difference between these two photos. If you pay attention, this is the aperture of 5.6 and oh, it's got covered. This is the aperture of 20. It's actually a bit confusing when I first get into the photography. I feel like the numbers, the bigger, the better. But here actually, for the aperture, the smaller the number, the more bokeh effect you will get. You see, the background is more blurred, but for this one, it's not that blurred. You get what I mean? So the smaller, 光圈的数量，这个数字越小，它的背景的虚化就越大。比如说这个5.6的光圈，它的背景虚化可以看到比这个20的会高一些，但实际上还可以更高。Some basic rules and tips for the aperture setting. I will tell you guys just straightforward. So when you take photos for people, for example, I'm using you as an example. If I need to take a clear shot of this boy, I will use the bigger number of the aperture so that the background can be blurred. If I'm going to take a group shot of you guys together, then basically I will use the smaller number, bigger number of the aperture, 就是大光圈。大光圈的话，我拍他人，背景会虚化掉，这样可以凸显出来。但是如果拍一个整体，因为你们一起的话，或者是像外边的景色那种大景色的话，我就会用小的光圈，这样背景就不会说是虚化掉。I can use some examples. So you know this guy, right? David. This is last month, the tug of war, senior tug of war. If you pay attention, I'm using the large aperture number here. So the guy here got blurred. Yeah, it is. It's him. And this is for girls, they are taking the night study time. So I'm using the smaller, big number of the aperture because I'm trying to catch all the people here. So you see, none of them are blurred, even on the background, on the front. That's the difference. Yeah, when shooting a landscape, as much of the photography in sharp focus as possible. So the bigger number. In portrait, so shallower. That's quite different, to be honest, because even though you can， 如果你变焦的话，但是如果你的这个光圈还是因为一般的光圈的能力，就是它的这个价格是跟它的光圈越大，一般价格是相对来说更加贵的，因为这就意味着更多的镜片才能够更精良的设计，所以并不是所谓的变焦没这么简单。Right, let's talk about the second one. It's the shutter speed. Yeah, 快门 exactly. That's how can I put this shutter speed? Shutter speed is like I don't know how to whether I can demonstrate here. Let's give it a try here. Yeah, see that? That's the flash. It's quite fast. Yes. Can you see that? So we can adjust the shutter speed. Usually, when I took this photo here, the tug of war, I use quite high shutter speed, like 1/250. That in that way, the people won't get blurred, because if the shutter speed is a bit low, that means the time it closes the shutter is quite slow. Yeah? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she explained the theory of the shutter speed. Yeah, basically like that. I can give you a demonstration. This is the difference. Yeah, when you are taking for the sports competition like the race here, you will need the quicker shutter speed. Otherwise, the car will be like blurred. You can't take the clear shot. For example, here, the model here works by the lens, and it's not quick enough, so the people get blurred. Yeah, just go. You got a lot of words here. No, that's not the reason. You can see the car is very clear, but the surrounding is not, because the camera's focus point is on the car, not here, you see. And then let's talk about the ISO here. ISO means the sensitivity of your sensor, CMOS. ISO. This is one is called ISO. CMOS is where the cameras get the light, to be honest. So the ISO represents the sensibility of the CMOS. ISO means ISO 其实没有中文的直接翻译，如果硬要说，我刚解释就是 CMOS 的敏感度，就是它的感光程度，这个意思。这个可能要跟我一开始弄的时候可能会跟那个光圈有一点点的混淆，但实际上我跟你解释清楚 ，ISO 的话，例如，如果你在这个黑暗的环境里面，但是呢你的光圈已经开到最大了，可是依旧看不清楚，那么你就可以增大你的 ISO， 这样就说白了就提高你这个 CMOS 的这个敏感性。但有个问题是，它会增加很多的 noise， 就是所谓的噪点。噪点就是你可能 就是你们现在我说这可能会有些抽象，但是不，那个是有点像那种东西，但是不一样的。电上那个东西是叫模拟信号，这个导致传输不够顺畅，所以才会这种花的点。模拟信号时代是会有这样的东西，但是现在数字信号比较少有这种情况发生。但是噪点的增加 ，if you have noise, that means you are not professional enough. Yeah, that's why we need the flash. 所以我们才需要这个闪光灯。But in some cases, you can't use flash. For example, you are taking photos of the animals at night. That's why you need to increase your ISO here. I can give you guys a demonstration. Yeah. So this is the difference. Oh, you can't see that very clearly. It's not that clear. You see, this part is quite dark, but when we increase the ISO here, yeah, if we increase the ISO, then this is we get more details. Right, let's move on to the lens. Lens, you guys know the 镜头。We have 我们有这种定焦镜头啊，还有变焦镜头。一般新手会使用变焦，这种就是变焦，可以从24毫米焦段到70毫米。对。For different lens, you see different views. This is the wide angle. You can see pretty much. For human eyes, the angle I remember is around 50 or 55 something. So this is quite wide, and the telephoto one is you can see the details. That's a bit too much. That's not what we're going to discuss today. And the light. Right. How can I put this? For the natural shooting, it's better not to use the flash because you will destroy the mood of the environment. But for us, when we are taking photos of you or the event, I have to use the light. Usually those lights are not ideal enough to create professional photos. But when you are taking the sunset, something like that, you don't need the flash, just natural light will be enough. Where's that boy? Is he escaped? 他逃课还是怎么样？ I thought it's the excuse. Right, second principle of light. Let's have a look. Yeah, you see this is the side light. You can see the light from the side, not front. Because if it is front light, then the face will be very bright. The side light will create something more stereo, 更加立体的感觉。 For example, here, you see, when I use the flash here, I don't point to you guys directly. I point to the ceiling. In that case, that will create an artificial sunlight field. I can use this boy as an example. Yeah. If I... yeah, that's basically what I mean. And this one is called soft light cover, 柔光罩. Otherwise, it will be very hard. The light very hard. Yeah. No, that's not the reason. Marketing, all right. I'm a media. I was a media, doing the media course. 传媒. Yeah. So the thing is, You see here, the side light is better when you're taking the portrait shot. Same here. I don't point to the flash direct to the people, so that if I point to that, I don't really need to explain. I can just show you the photos. You will see the difference. I can show you the photos later. You see, we have two cats here. This is like when I'm facing the flash to the cat, and this is without the flash. So neither these two is a good one. They are not that good. So it's better to point the flash to the ceiling. That creates a view like a sunshine, natural light. That's better. And if you are interested, we have some free online lessons for you to learn the photography. But that's only a theory, because I know you guys don't like theory. Final page is some favorite quotes I like from two very famous photographers. Second one is my favorite, passion. You see, if you want to do everything good, you need to have the passion. Passion is in all great searches and is necessary to all creative endeavors. Yeah, that's it.来，说白了就是你做任何事都要有 passion， 就是你的热情，懂吗？就跟你这么喜欢废话，就是你的热情之一。为什么我喜欢废话？因为你说的是最多废话的。All right, that's it.
老师，我们可以去下面了吗？
Yeah, I'm going to bring you guys to the basketball court.